And lastly, we have Gloria Torres from the College of Liberal Arts. Torres received her bachelor's degree in education from Central. She is the executive director of Calle dos Cinco. Gloria asked her daughter, Sarah Miller, to share a few words on her behalf.
My mother is Gloria Torres. When I think about her, I think strong, determined. She had, I guess, kind of a rough childhood. She grew up single mom of 4 of them. And so her mom always had 2 and 3 jobs, just trying to support everybody. They kind of moved around a lot. Come high school, she ended up dropping out. She got married at 16. She had me when she was 18. Went through life for a few years and then decided to go back and finish, I guess, get her GED, go back to school, go to college. And so she went to OCCC, got her associates, and from there she transferred over here to UCO, studied Spanish education. I remember going to class with her and just having to sit in the back and just sit quietly and just kind of listen and kind of keep myself entertained. The University of Central Oklahoma is known as the Teachers College. So I think her being here was just the perfect setting for her. I think it really helped flourish her passion for education, her passion for being in the classroom. No matter what, no matter where she goes, no matter what she's doing, you know, education is always the first thing on her mind. Through her career, she started as a bilingual assistant for OKCPS. Went back to school, got her degrees. When we came back from Dallas, she came back as an assistant principal for Capitol Hill High School. And then she was a principal at Jefferson Middle School. And she's stayed in education. She's now one of the board members for OKCPS. As a member of the Oklahoma City Public School Board, she's been able to represent her community. She's the first Latina on the board. The community that she represents is, I want to say, 90% Hispanic. Her cultural understanding, her background of it, too, she grew up in the area, so she knows that side of the city. She knows the neighborhood. She knows the needs. She understands the family dynamics in the schools, in the community. She's currently executive director for Calle dos Cinco in historic Capitol Hill. She's pushing a lot of community involvement there. So that district is a commerce district, but her goal is, one, to bring more business and economy into the area, but still keep it focused on the community and the people. So a distinguished alumni, I think, looking back at where she started, everything that she's kind of had to go through and where she's ended up, it's a complete 180. She's definitely a role model to myself, to my kids, the kids in the area that can see, like, somebody made it. Somebody didn't just sit and just kind of say, okay, well, this is it. Keep going, because why not? Because we can, because there's more. There's a lot to look up to admire, a lot to be proud of.
Please join me in giving a warm welcome to Gloria Torres.
I thought the other alumni were going to be hard to follow. It's hard to follow your child when she's so amazing. It truly is an honor to be here today. I'm humbled and grateful to be recognized, along with, goodness, to be included with such an amazing class of alumni. I am very thankful to see my other fellow community servants, my friends, my colleagues, Oklahoma City board members, Carrie, Mark, Lori, and Meg. So thank you guys for joining us here. They are a big part of what I continue to do today, which is focus on education. I've worked my entire professional career in public education, and as my daughter mentioned, I did start out as a bilingual teacher assistant with Oklahoma City Public Schools, and that was only because I tried to apply for the cafeteria and they wouldn't hire me. So I did have the opportunity to go into the classroom, and being in the classroom and seeing other children who looked and sounded like me, and to know that I could do more for them encouraged me to go back and become a teacher. And then as a teacher, that came back again. I said, I can do so much more than just one classroom at a time. I went back and got my master's degree and became an administrator. As an administrator, I continued to do the same thing. We can do so much more, and I don't think there's a higher calling than to serve our youngest by way of being on the school board and helping to shape the educational programs that we have to offer our future generations. So it is definitely, I've arrived. I don't know that there's a better place to arrive to than to serve on school board. UCO, you know, I wish I could say I feel like I've done so much for UCO, or you know, just that I'm doing anything for UCO. And sometimes we think it's individuals only, but the reality of it is that there's systems in place that can truly shape opportunities for many people. I am a first-generation college student in my family, and my mother is here, along with my sister and, of course, my daughter. And we have a few more college graduates after me now. And I so wholeheartedly hope that it's because of examples that I was able to share that, yes, we can achieve so much more. But what UCO did was it had a system in place that allowed me as a single mom to continue my education. It provided access for me to be able to study, take care of my family, my daughter, and still survive. And yes, my daughter did come to classes here with me. Good thing she was a good kid, but and so she started college at a very young age. But it was because of the system that was here, the belief that our faculty have in our students, the plan to have, I lived in married student housing. I was not married, but they had married student housing that made it accessible for me to continue my education when I had to quit working in order to finish that final degree. There's no way I'd be here if it were not for those opportunities that this institution has provided me, and I know thousands more, and I hope I can be a part of helping it provide those opportunities for thousands more in the future. Thank you.